what's up, hello. See your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. See my track queen, let her hit the bando. I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Queen Femme, and we back at it again with your girl Queen Femme. And today I got a story for y'all. Listen, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. I like to take a minute, just sit right back. I tell you how I became the queen of these messed up plans, y'all. Let me tell y'all a rundown of the first video and what it was supposed to say. I edited. That video was originally an hour. I took so much out, I didn't even know what I was talking about at the end of it. I'm sorry, but I had to let y'all know I had a quarantine bae and she got dumped because she couldn't stop texting others. We had 3 different occasions that happened, but when it's time to answer questions, she answered questions with a question. So she was one of them type. Then the 4th time was the day we had to go take pregnancy photos with her sister on her sister's birthday. But I had found out about it right before the photo shoot, and the photo shoot was done with my phone, so I couldn't get out of it, and I was feeling very awkward. That ended in me getting a lift home that night, and nobody knew why. That takes me into story number 2. Her sister's day was like Sunday. I was arguing with her Monday. The same day, I got a random text message from my ex that I was living with, like the ex I was recovering from. So ex back texting me, everything sound good. She just checking in though. She think I got somebody. She like, you know what, you got your own thing, I could wait, whatever, take your time. So I'm like, whatever. We did a phone date, it was good. She ended up coming over and we just really rekindled some things, and we tried to take all of the good out of all of our, you know, situations in the past, and like really, well, out of our situation from like being broken up in the last 6 months, and all the realizations we came to on our own, so we could like really, you know, be positive. We were basically trying to show each other our growth. We was trying to share our growth with one another, fooling ourselves to thinking that it was gonna be different. That's what we thought, and it could have been. Basically, when the way it looks is like we were in a mindset where things could have been way better than what they were. We did a whole week of just hanging out, getting to know each other, seeing each other, going through different spells and spats, because she came over the house drunk one day and was just talking major stuff, but no matter what, she wouldn't leave. But I told her what happened, and she called in from work and literally worked on that all day. And then we had a moment where we were about to argue like normal, and then she was like, I know you're gonna tell me to leave, because she's always prepared for me to do that. And I don't ever want to do that, but I do want you to like leave me alone, or I don't want to be accused of something like that. If somebody tell you like, all you gonna do is put me out, so I might as well go, it's kind of like your instinct is to be like, well, go then. And then that'll be me putting you out. But you kind of just tempted me to say that. What am I supposed to say in the middle of an argument? No, you're going to stay here. I don't even know why that would be a better option. So it's like, my natural instinct is like, well, if you already feel I'm going to put you out, why are you still here? I don't get it. She was walking toward the door and turned around and was like, she grabbed me and she was just like, I love you. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to fight. I'd rather just choose you, choose my family. I love you, dog. Just get over it. I'm just like, okay, it's okay. I'm sorry too. I'm just crying like, oh my gosh, she chose me. Like, oh my goodness. This is why people run out on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and they want somebody to run after them. Like, this feels good. Like, it finally worked. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I was chosen. Over the anger, over the problems, I was chosen. So I held on to that, as you guys can see, because it still makes me happy just thinking about it. But she's no longer in the picture, and let me tell you why. So first incident, week number 2, we did a barbecue for Mother's Day, and quarantine babe pops up and gives me flowers. We got the flowers mysteriously while I was upstairs doing something, and my baby brother was downstairs with my son playing with the water guns, and New Bae was gone to the store. So I'm like, how did she pick a time where nobody was around but the kids? Like, it was like a split second when all of this is happening, because I was outside, my mom was outside, or in the doorway, and Bae was outside. So it was just like, ex-Bae was outside. So it was just like it wasn't a big old wide time span for her to give the flowers to my brother and then drive off like she did. I don't drive off, nobody seen her but my brother. My brother told me the light-skinned girl with the ponytail gave these to you. She was like, oh, he was like, your light-skinned friend with the ponytail gave these to y'all. And I said, oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Where's she at? Like, she drove off. So then I called, like, babe, why you give us flowers and leave? Where you at? I wanted to tell you thank you for the flowers. That's so sweet of you. She was like, I ain't give you no flowers. What you talking about? They both light-skinned with ponytails. I had the wrong bae. And I really thank my brother for that. It was really on me. Probably should have did more investigating when you date more than one girl that got the same general description. But I didn't. And I just assumed. And I didn't see who did it. So I just thought it was my babe who should have been back from the store by now. So I'm like, why you drive off? I didn't even get to see you. And she was just like, what are you talking about? I didn't drive off. I'm still in line at Walgreens. What are you saying? And she was mad. I'm just like, why are you mad at me? I'm sorry. I thought you the one that gave me these flowers. I got them right here in my hand. I don't know who they came from then. And she was like, stop playing with me. Yes, you do. Mad. She came back pissed. So I was starting to see, some colors again, and I thought she got rid of, based off what she was saying. So I was just like, oh, okay, whatever, like, I'm losing this no matter what I say, because I feel like common sense to tell you, if I called you out of my first natural instinct and said, babe, while you drive off, I wanted to thank you for these flowers, that means that I didn't know who sent them to me, and I didn't see who gave them to me, okay? I assumed they were from you because I didn't see nobody, okay? And he told me light skin with a ponytail. You know you light skin with a ponytail. So leave me alone, okay? I actually assumed right if I was innocent, because the only person I should be talking to that should be giving me flowers is you. So that's why I thought you gave them to me. Boom, you know what I'm saying? That makes me right automatically by default. And that was wrong for her for a long time. Then she got over it and apologized, and I forgave her. She was very supportive, very sweet, very kind, and just had an anger problem, but that came from trust issues, and the trust issues came from our past. So it was rightfully so, and me and her both was walking on eggshells, kind of, but we were just trying to also have a fun approach to it, because we do get along genuinely, like, really well, like best friends, talk all kind of stuff. We could talk to the cows come home, like, about everything. So it wasn't always bad. It's just that when our tempers flared, we said crazy stuff, or, we was just mad for a while, and it didn't feel good to be that mad at somebody you love so much. Our expectations got so big of each other that, like, we gave each other no room for error, that no matter what she said or I did or I said or she did, it was just like we was at each other, like, constantly. So I feel like that's the best way to describe our connection. And that's what I was doing with ex-bae. Now, that happened. I threw my flowers away to show her I didn't know and I didn't care and I didn't ask for that. And then later on that week, I checked my email, probably Wednesday or something like that, Wednesday or Thursday. I checked my email and I seen that she also cashed at me. I'm like, why are you sending me money? I don't understand. So I called, like, what you sending me money for? What's your problem? What's going on with you? And that's when I got the whole rundown, like, you need to forgive me. We got to talk. I've been so low. I've been so sad. I didn't know what to do. And I got basically the depression story mixed with, I got some therapy. And I'm like, how is quarantine time? Who is your therapist? Because when I first went to therapy and I was sitting on the couch with the teddy bear on the other couch, you know what I'm saying, just in case, it took me like 4 or 5 weeks to even get in. Then we had to do the whole first one was just a consultation. And then after that, we did 3 sessions every 3 to 4 weeks. So I didn't understand how she had counseling already. It blew me. So I'm like, how you get a therapist? Because something in me was like, don't be falling for this. This sounds crazy. And I'm like, how you get a therapist already? And she sent me the link, and she was like, it's free through the job. And when the link came up, you know, iPhone show you the website as soon as you send it. It's suicide prevention hotline. Like, it just made me sad or whatever. And she was just talking about all the changes she needs to make for herself, not just me. You know, that whole speech where you like, it ain't for you, it's for me, but I want you to know I'm doing it. So you can know that I'm being the person you want me to be, as well as the person I need to be for myself. So maybe you'll take me back speech, you know. Then we just started talking and texting, and that was Wednesday. And then Friday, she was like, we just need to have a talk like we did before. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We can one day or whatever. I don't know what the conversation ended like, because I deleted her 3-4 times since then. And I don't know what made her panic, but I stopped talking to her by the end of that day early. And according to her, I never responded, so she felt worried. That same night, she emailed me. She called my brother to call me. She came by my house, talked to my mother. I'm like, why is she coming over doing all of that? And all that, if somebody just don't reply to you today. Like, I never seen that sense of urgency from her before. Her brother texted me Saturday night, like, why you got my sister crying again? So I'm calling, like, what's going on? What happened? Why she crying? I don't mean to make her cry. She ain't answering. She disappeared Sunday and Monday. And then Tuesday, she sent me pictures of the baby. So then we finally started talking. She finally started opening up and stuff. And it was like, okay, finally you telling me something so I can know what's going on. She said she wanted to die, and I don't play with suicide. And then I cut off ex-bae for quarantine. I just felt like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna text her everything you need because I'm trying to make sure you're okay. Don't fall back into your spiral. Ex-bae, who ain't doing nothing but minding her business, she wasn't giving me the same amount of time. She wasn't giving me the same amount of attention. So, of course, me being the drama queen that I am, took that as, oh, okay, you doing you, I'm gonna do me. And yeah, I did it. She came over. By day 3, it was like, please just leave, because you lied and you faking, and I'm tired of this. But that third day, I was upset because I'm losing sleep, first off. Second, I had to be man enough to comfort her, but I'm telling her I'm also going through my own version of anxiety. I couldn't sleep. I didn't know what to do. I was walking around, I was pacing. I was just really irritated. I didn't know what was wrong with me, and I got no comfort. I got no follow-up. I got nothing. So I was just like, whatever. I was so done with the shenanigans and the fiascos that this one just kept creating for me. It's like, I'm tired of having these meaningless conversations. You can just say what it is, and we don't have to over-explain. I mean, let's just process the information in front of us and make a cognizant synopsis of what we're doing here so we can have a proper response in return. Ain't that a conversation? Ain't that a conversation? To just listen to what somebody said, comprehend it, think about what you want to say in return, and then say it, articulate. That's a conversation, right? So falling in love with the feeling is something totally different from actually falling in love with a person who's providing the love back. Like, it's completely different. Cut off ex-bae, and I tried to get back. I tried to go backwards and backpedal, swallow my pride, looking like a whole sucker, trying to figure out how I'm gonna fix this. And I tried. I humbled myself. I was swallowing my tongue. I was pissed, but I was listening. I had patience. I was really proud of myself. Only so much craziness and crazy talk you gonna take from somebody who telling you something completely wrong about yourself. And I should have learned that lesson before I fell for this little narcissistic stuff she was doing when she was love bombing me. Because, you know, they love bomb. And I knew I was being love bombed. And I was like, oh, this feels good. But I got out of there. And she's love bombing somebody else right now. But, but I got out of there. And I just felt like,
you win some, you lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day.
And I'm a man without it, bruh. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for the next time I drop a video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, what's up, hello? Sit your pretty ass soon as you came in the door.